Welcome back to AM Northwest. They play one of the most important roles when it comes to producing the bounty of food here in the Northwest. Today, our friends at the Oregon Department of Agriculture show us what the buzz is all about.
From vegetables to fruits to nuts, Oregon farmers grow 220 great products, most of which have to be pollinated. We're talking like nearly 1 out of every 3 things that we eat have to be pollinated. And by far, the workhorse of pollination is the honeybee.
I'm George Hansen. Our business is the Foothills Honey Company, but we're not really a honey company. We are a pollination service provider. Our honeybees are pollinating crops in the Pacific Northwest and the West Coast. In Oregon, we have a lot of fruits, pears, cherries, apples, and caneberries, and they all depend on insect pollination. So you can expect that there would be a demand for bees to pollinate them. Because bees are the managed insect of choice for pollination services, they actually contribute about $500 million worth of agricultural crops every year in the state. So there's a constant demand for bees all through the active summer season, and beekeepers stay real busy. So we start with beehives, and we have to keep the beehives healthy and in the right condition for the time of the year that's appropriate. Well, each stack is a colony, and there's a queen in each one of those. And our configuration is 4 colonies per pallet. So each one of those behind me is 4. The bees that are here right now are just released out of Hood River pears. And so we removed them from the orchard and brought them back here. And before they go to the next pollination, we go through every colony and check to make sure that it still has strength, it's healthy, it doesn't have disease. So they're just going through all these bees and they're checking to make sure they're ready for their next job. We're contacted by growers, and they will tell us what the crop is and what stage of bloom or pre-bloom it is. Load them up with forklifts, move them at night when all the bees are at home onto their crop, and put them down in various configurations to make sure there are enough bees in all the parts of their crop. And then we maintain them while they're there and remove them as soon as the blooming is done. We can control where they are, how many of them there are, and we can help them stay healthy. And in that way, we can provide a service to the agricultural industry to make sure that they get their crops pollinated and their production is strong. It's a great hobby, and it's really interesting, and kids love them, but you have to learn how to take care of them.
There's lots of things families can do to help bees thrive. Help teach your kids, take them out for a hike, a walk in the backyard, and notice what bees are doing. Or explore backyard beekeeping. It's a joyous family activity that you can do in your backyard and connects you to agriculture every day.
To learn more, just head to the AM Northwest section and click on the Celebrate Oregon Agriculture icon.
Are you ready for your Memorial Day cookout? Well, coming up next on AM Northwest, the Cowboy Cook puts his twist on hot dogs.
This AM Northwest segment is brought to you in part by Norpac Foods, Edible Portland, and Whole Foods Market.
We're lucky to live in Oregon, where our farmers grow the world's greatest food. We're Oregon Agriculture. Ask for it at a farmer's market, grocery store, or restaurant near you.